What is up, everybody? It's your boys, Lit Flare in the chair, bringing the heat in the air, and I'm greeted once again by the boy, by the man, Ace Taylor, better than Woj himself. And we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm so happy to be back. Damn. Man, where do we start? You've been river dancing on these hoes for the last few months. It's been bomb after bomb. those assumptions be hitting. They been hitting. You assume Zilla Fatu, we assume Hamuro Takahashi, but they don't like hearing that, so let's not harp too much, right? Isn't it mean chaos in Japanese or something like that? Or okay, something of that nature. I apologize. That comment section be getting to you, huh? Oh, you got my man's. Oh, y'all got my man's angry today. Y'all got my boy tight. He all one. It doesn't take much sometimes, bro. Oh man, that was the golden age. What? That is very very interesting. I didn't know who came out the winner at the end of that. That's why I'm like looking back at you like what? Nonetheless, the whole Zilla Fatu thing has also been very interesting to see go far. It was his first night to dance. Hmm. That is wild. That is wild. What are those two things? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it makes sense. I'm cool with that. But
Mhm. He did mention that. Mhm. He did mention that. The honest to God truth with the John Cena Classic, I'm going to be real. I don't know what I'd expect from it because I don't even know what it truly represents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Is it what are we representing? Like, you just put your name on it, and at the end of the day, it just felt like something that was just there to hold a placeholder announcement. Like, we don't know what to say because remember they were hyping that shit up, hyping it up, hyping it up, and then they announced the tournament, but we were like, okay, for what? So again, I don't. What's the prestige behind it? What's the story behind it? Like the G1 has a story, the Continental Classic has a story. Like everything has something. So what exactly here are we fighting to represent? You know what I mean? Are we trying to see like who's the future? Like, is the winner of this supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like the next up, like what is it supposed to mean? I have more questions than answers, so it's hard for me to really get into it. If you get what I mean. Mhm.
by half for what is technically the worst month of the whole fiscal year, which is always December. Um, WWE isn't really a driving force in December. It's always been like very weak pay per views like TLC. Um,
Mhm.
I forgot the ones they used to do like back in the day, but like it's not really a strong fiscal month historically. So now, if we went ahead and did something to where, hey, we could put Cena's name on this, make it the John Cena Classic,
Mhm.
help bring up other talent, and see where it's going with that. Maybe we can make some magic out of it. Now, historically, nothing in the history of the company is going to touch last December. Like
That
financially,
absolutely not.
number,
Think
yeah,
of,
numbers wise,
yo,
nothing.
I really do. You have any insight on how much money they did make last December? At the end of it, I'm talking about like at the end of it, merch aside, ticket sales for the last shows going into it. Like, what did that number actually look like? Do you know?
It's the biggest arena gate in WWE history, inflation included.
Well, yeah. Ooh, because I remember those
So,
prices. I remember those prices like the back of my hand, man.
bro, if you was in the sky, if you was a fly on the wall, you had a grand coming out your pocket easy. Um, I will say to be insane, it beat every single arena WrestleMania. It beat every single arena SummerSlam, and it technically beat some of the stadium shows that they put on in WWE history.
Mhm.
So I think it probably grows close to or more than SummerSlam 2022. And
God
that's an
damn.
arena show.
God damn.
And then merch, everything. I think Cena's merch points for that night were insane. So I think they sold out of everything pretty much. Except for like title belts. They always bugging on them prices, so that's their
Bro,
fault.
because I'm not paying like a down payment on rent. I'm not just paying rent on a belt. Fuck a down payment. I'm just not paying easily rent money on a belt. They'll drop a signature series title. You're easily spending at least $700, bro. I'm sorry.
More than that. More than that. I think the Brock one, which was the undisputed title, was like
Mhm.
a grand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
I can't do that. No. Um, they've had some interesting ones. Like
Mhm.
honestly, I love the I think I saw a Hardy Boys one. I also saw the Punk one,
Mhm.
the spinner belt. But also they like that's weird, but they changed the title colors and everything. It looks weird to me. I can't do it.
All
But
right.
but no, so back to what we were saying,
Mm.
honestly, the JC Classic should be something interesting. Hopefully they do it correctly. I say do it in Boston, but I don't know what the fuck they're gonna
I'm
do.
gonna be
They're
honest.
probably
I'm not necessarily interested in the tournament if it's gonna be booked anything like this AAA tournament. Yeah,
what do you not like about the AAA tournament?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There is something so writing on the wall where Penta's on one side, Phoenix is on the other, and primarily, even though Phoenix has a AAA title, these guys aren't AAA guys. Like they're currently signed to WWE. Before this deal and everything, they were WWE guys, right? So I wanted to see like a Dr. Wagner get the shot, maybe a Psycho Clown, not necessarily a Penta who's on Raw every damn week. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you're doing, but you're kind of like, yeah, it's AAA, but this is really our main roster guy. We're giving him the exposure. It's like, it's cool, but
Wrong. You're wrong
mhm,
because they said luchadors. They didn't say AAA. They said luchadors.
90% of that tournament bracket is on the AAA roster, bro. The finals are in the finals of the tournament before that are next weekend at Worlds Collide, right? Or what is that pay per
I
view
think
called?
so. No,
Yeah, no, not the match with
no,
Roman.
no,
I'm talking about just the finals of the tournament.
no. Is it that Ola de something? Ola de Oro?
Hmm.
I don't think it was
I'm not
called.
too aware of what the AAA show is called that night because I'm gonna be honest with you. All my attention that same day is going towards AEW and All In because that is easily going to be the best show all weekend. Argue with your grandmother, argue with a brick wall. I'm not trying to hear it.
Absolutely.
No,
I'm
I
not
know you
arguing that.
know. I'm talking about the people in the comments, the chat. Talk about them
I
because
mean,
you know
I
how
don't
they
know.
get.
I think El Grande Americano is better than Kenny Omega right now.
You won't get hurt. You won't get hurt. That's
Huh?
what you want. You won't get hurt.
I said nothing. What you? Huh?
Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy.
What?
But
What I say?
El Grande Americano is better than Kenny Omega right now.
I said that. That's crazy. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't say that. Did
Might
I?
be more over in this weird way if you shape it in this odd ass way, but better.
Nah, they put my boy El Grande on the Mexican flag next year in an exclusive drop. I don't care what y'all say. That man is over.
Oh, he's definitely over. But am I picking a match with him or Kenneth, the god of pro wrestling, Omega?
That's not the God I saw last week.
I saw
I saw
shit.
the cleaner.
Man. That and that's the thing. My only true thing with this feud, because the build, I know the match is gonna be good, but the build at almost every turn gets good and then gets weird or gets corny and then gets good and then gets weird. Like for every good promo they got, Will Ospreay opens his mouth. It, I love Will. He's a phenomenal in-ring performer. But to me, the thing that will always hold him back from being better than an MJF, better than a Swerve Strickland, is the straight up and down fact that Will Ospreay cannot talk on the mic. He can put pain to sleep. Like your ears fell. Look, your AirPods fell out at the mere mention of me mentioning him cutting a promo. So at the mere mention of me saying Ospreay is cutting a promo, your AirPods flew the fuck out of your ear.
They did.
It's a
They
sign
did.
from God.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
I will say this. I will say this. The smartest decision that boy ever made was becoming part of AEW because he does not need to cut a promo like that. Although, yes, he does. It's national television. It's a syndicated show. We get that. But boy, if if his little special ass did not join AEW, I think he would honestly sink to the deepest depths of WWE if he had time with them. He was already beefing with them a little bit due to all the Seth Rollins shit. It was just, I get it,
I
but one,
refuse to believe that there's a world where, like, despite all that, he wouldn't work over there. Out
I
of
don't think
sheer,
he would.
we are still
I don't think he
trying
would.
to jam the door in on Jade Cargill. You get what I mean? Like, we're still trying with Jade. And the fact that we're still trying with Jade, I think we'd still be okay with Ospreay. Honestly.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he would do what he's gonna do this weekend.
Well, of course, but
That'd
truthfully,
be
no. His body of work would be drastically different if he signed to WWE before AEW. Everyone knows that. I don't think I'm really debating that. It's just more of like, oh, the character arc isn't strong. He doesn't talk, so he won't really survive in a place that's very promo based, very entertainment valued first over
yes,
professional wrestling. You know what I mean?
yes.
But I think the name Will Ospreay was already big enough at the time of his free agency that them landing him would have, to me, it would have been a gut punch and a kick in the balls to AEW. But luckily that never
Yes.
happened. But like I said, to have that on your already super bloated roster, because think about it, like Ilja is a guy that if should he walk through the doors in AEW is going to knock the absolute doors off his hinges. At
Yeah.
the when we put out the report that he was leaving WWE, immediately after seeing it, I just thought to myself, okay, Dragunov Omega, Dragunov Jay White, Dragunov Osprey, Dragunov John Moxley, which is something that I don't feel like people when I first thought is like I don't know, but those two work so stiff, and John can go when he wants. I think
Yes.
I need to see John Moxley versus Dragunov. That is the
I don't know. I don't know
sleeper
about Jay
dream.
White. I don't know about Jay White. I don't know what the fuck Jay did to Tony. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yo, you
I
know
don't know
what's
what.
crazy? No, no, really think about this shit. That when Jay White first signed to AEW, right? We were all like, it's for the better because, he'd probably be in a Miz TV segment on SmackDown. Now, granted, he has been injured a lot. So we also can't
Yes.
put all the blame on Tony. He's also been hurt more than he's been healthy. But,
Yeah.
god damn, the way we were talking when he first signed was like, this is the end of the world. Not really me, but most of these people were like, it's the end of the world. The AEW is going to waste him. And then the other side was like, you just would have had him on Miz TV. And to really see how this shit all played out, it makes me think in some weird way, he might have been a little bit better off in WWE. And there's also this weird theory in my head that there is a vast difference between their conditioning teams. And if you don't believe me, I will say look at Adam Cole's career in AEW compared to WWE. It's a night and day difference. I do not think that's just a coincidence. Because people go there, people do get hurt. Like people get hurt in wrestling all the time. But the frequency in AEW is a little wild sometimes. The
I
moment you
mean,
get back, you're gone.
I mean, Cole, Storm, White. It's it's been pretty bad. When you're out, bro, you're fucking out.
Injuries are
Like you're
bad over
out.
there.
Like you like fuck your career, nigga. Your life is in danger.
Your life.
Apparently, your your life is on the line. Them niggas was worried about Adam Cole so much they didn't want him to sleep the weekend of All In 2025.
Sleep deprivation for this on a concussion is crazy. I don't know how that works. I think that's what you would do.
I've read the science on it. It does make sense, but holy hell, like they didn't like his brain was so swollen apparently or something.
Mm.
I'm not gonna get too deep into his medical details because supposedly we do that. But anyways, I will say Adam has come a long way. God bless him.
Miss you every day, bro.
We miss we miss your chugs. I wish somehow, some way you would just
Yo,
like
speaking
what?
of Adam Cole, and I was thinking this to myself, and I'm gonna autistically blurt this out before I lose this. Because
Mhm.
Adam Cole for years had this promo. You know which promo I'm talking about? The Karrion Kross promo. If Show is here, he just exploded at the mere mention of it. Love you,
Yeah.
Show. For years, that was like mentioned as like the ether of promos in this recent era. Like when everyone thought about that, it was like, damn, remember how Cole did Cross?
Niggas put the ether beat over that motherfucker.
All right, low key, they put the ether beat over everything, and we need to stop doing that to the community. We got to stop giving that to everybody. Y'all gave that to Roman Reigns way too many times. That's just my opinion, but we'll get to that later. It's
I know
time
what
to
exact
open
promo
up
you're
the
talking about.
conversation. Completely open up the conversation and say that might not even belong to Adam Cole anymore. Hear me out. It belongs to Tony Storm. Every week I watch SmackDown, that promo ages better and better and better about Mariah May. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Well,
Every week it gets better.
yeah,
Because what
yeah.
was that bullshit on Friday? Because now I want to get to SmackDown. Because I'm going to pick up SmackDown. I think they're probably the best weekly show WWE has right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Admittedly, I don't watch NXT week to week, and now I'm going to start getting into it again because there is a loaded roster up there. But between
I know why.
Raw's
I know why
horrendous.
you didn't. I know you didn't watch it because first off, I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if you ever see this and I run into you in Orlando. Tony D fucking sucks. I swear to God, I have no idea why he's NXT champion. That shit is ridiculous,
Yo,
bro.
bro, if Tony D catches you in Universal, you gonna be sleeping with the fishes, my boy.
Bro, I don't give a damn. I'm a sock his ass so hard that out of Naruku fucking burnt crispy. I'm gonna knock that bitch in the next week. I don't give a damn what you say.
Yo, bro,
That
Ace
nigga,
Taylor is about to be the real life Mason Rook. You gonna whoop somebody's ass at
fucking,
Universal and get a contract off
fucking
of
hate you,
it.
bro. Fucking hate you, cuz.
AC Taylor, bro. Yo, imagine that, bro. Yo, big ass just tossing Tony D'Angelo into like the fountain.
I'm gonna toss that nigga over that railing in like the left corner of NXT.
Or
Boom,
you, or
throw
is
that
you
nigga
getting
into
your
the ring.
ass beat. Either which way, we about to be up. We going viral. Movie. I ain't
I
mad
swear.
at it.
But anyways, I can see why you're not watching NXT because the figurehead of that show fucking sucks. Anyways, I've never seen a more boring NXT champion in my fucking life. I swear to God, I've never seen engagement numbers and viewership drop as it technically has with Tony D. I'm not putting all of that on him though, because NXT is NXT. It's just they're going through this transitional period where they're trying to build their stars up again. Cool, we
Man,
get that.
I feel like they've been in a transitional period for the last fucking 7 years. I'm
I
not gonna
mean,
lie to you.
they're always in a state of transition because it is the developmental, so it should
Bro,
always be a state of
I'm
flux.
spoiled. We came up during the black and gold era. I don't care. I'm never getting over it. Y'all can't tell me shit. I'm never getting over it. I had Nakamura for fun. That was developmental to me. I'm sorry. I don't want to watch Miles Board. I'm sorry. No, I just don't, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest.
I watched Andrade versus Gargano just to
Yes.
feel something the other day.
Adam Cole, Gargano, like bro, and I was there at Takeover 25. You understand? Like I felt I'll never feel those things again. I can't, bro. Like, listen, I love Santana, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. And the faster you get that title of Tony, the better.
Oh, okay. You said Montana. I was like, huh?
Yeah, Cruz Montana.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Bro, that is Michael Aloysius Santana to me for the rest of his damn career. I don't know what y'all say. Bro, I don't give a damn what y'all say, bro.
No,
Cruz Montana is wild.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It became more digestible when we found out the reasoning. I was like, okay, I respect it. I'm rocking with it.
It always
You know what I mean?
is.
It's just like,
remember how we felt about Blake? We fucking hated that.
oh yeah. You know what it is? It's just like Blake. I can understand you were coming from AEW to WWE. I still can't wrap my mind around the Mike Santana thing is that you were on NXT television as Mike Santana. So
as the TNA World
champion, we went through a whole storyline with Trick. Why are we changing it back? That just never made sense to me. And that was the one thing I'll keep questioning is because like bringing somebody in is trying to introduce them. There's no need to reintroduce them. Like,
and then they've started like in the segment that they debuted, they're like, oh, do you know who that is? Booker, do you know who that is? And they're not saying their fucking name. I hate that shit so fucking much, bro. That shit is so cringy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and I'm gonna put the gun in your hands on this one. If you can explain to me why Mike Santana became Cruz Montana, but Zilla Fatu gets to be Zilla Fatu still, you got it, gang. I just want you to explain to me why. I know why, but
I don't know what else I need to say.
He's just another nympho baby. He's just another nympho baby. Nah, shout out
another
Zilla,
nympho baby.
I like Zilla though. He's actually one of the more likable ones out of all of them.
Here's the thing I don't get though, because here's the thing that very much like blows my mind. There's a motherfucker on the roster right now named Ethan Page. I swear to God, like it doesn't make sense. His name is Ethan Page. What was his name on AEW TV? Ethan fucking Page.
That is true. That's true. I
What
didn't even.
sense does it make?
Ricky Starks changed his name. I don't know. It's a weird like pick and choose kind of thing. They, I don't know. I don't know. But there is something because we have missed a big gap of a lot of stuff. And I feel like the most important thing I want to hear your outlook on has been the state of the World Heavyweight Championships from WrestleMania until right now.
Both of them or
Both
the
of them.
actual world title?
Both of them. Yeah.
I mean, one of them is way more. They know what the fuck they're doing up until April of next year compared to the other one. I can tell you right now, they don't even have a WWE title match in mind for Mania. They can say it, they can try. They don't. They truly don't. They don't have a WWE title match in mind for Mania. It's on Punk. Cool. I think that was a good band-aid. But to have that as the long term is kind of wild at his age. That's just me saying that. But also, Punk is putting on great matches, so I can't really say too much.
Last season, it was all like, y'all got to take the title off him. I got to take the title off him. I saw him save 2 titles within a year. Save 2 shows within a year.
He did. He did. So I will give Punk the credit that is due. He has, that's the AEW flag. You can't fly that one.
I fly them all because I'm a Punk fan, bro. I'm not just not.
I will say this: the outlook is Roman is not losing the belt. They made an agreement.
Of course,
I think they made a revision in the contract, so they upped his appearance dates for this year, or they set it up to where within the contract they have a certain amount of appearances, and they split them up between the years of the contract. I think they just flexed a lot of them to the end of the contract, which is now. And yes, we are at the end of the contract. It is coming up because the Mania coming up, I think technically his contract either expires right after, or before Mania, which is wild to say about Roman Reigns. But he may sign another part-time deal. Who knows? We're at the tail end of it.
Imagine
of his career.
The bidding war of 2027. Never.
I don't even think
it would never be a bidding war. I think WWE would sacrifice their arm and their leg.
It's a conversation. Hey, how much you want?
No. I'm playing like just in this game of imaginary because common sense says they'll sacrifice their firstborn son to keep Roman Reigns. No shit. You know what I mean? But overall, it's just like, yo, just imagine just a wild landscape of just, because that's the one thing I feel like wrestling doesn't have anymore. There's no sense of unpredictability. Like no one's gonna go. Not too many people will go against the grain anymore. Like a Hogan jump ship. You know what I'm saying? That kind of moment that completely just alters the entire landscape of wrestling. Like Cody.
What do you mean?
Cody, we had that
Jade Cargo did it. Jade Cargo did it.
And on that note, folks, I feel like we had a great first episode back. Next week, he won't be back, but I will with a new host because he also bullshit.
Jade Cargo is the Hulk Hogan of women's professional wrestling.
Bro, I see our count dropping. Shut up. Like,
I'm playing, y'all. I'm not serious. Please come back. I'm not serious. Jade looks great. She's the most phenomenal looking woman I've ever seen in my life. But I promise you, she's not the Hulk Hogan of professional wrestling. Please calm down. And honestly, I said that as a double innuendo because wink, wink, we know why. But just to get back on hand, the world title is they got Roman locked in. He's the world champion until Mania of next year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it unless he gets injured. Which the way he works his matches, he's fine. And then the plan right now is Oba for him, which cool, that makes sense. Oba versus Roman, that has been locked in since.
And obviously, that's
Oba
the
won King of the Ring.
biggest. That's the biggest money
Yeah.
match in professional wrestling right now. Talking about dollar for dollar draw, that's probably the biggest one right now we got, right?
Well, that is technically the backup plan to what they really wanted. Well, what Saudi wanted, which was Rock Roman. That's what they want. Bro, the amount of money they offered this man to wrestle, and he still said no to go make the mid-tier ass movies makes no fucking sense.
Fine. Why are we complaining? Stay away from my product that can't even get on track without you lately. Lord knows with you here, and then they're gonna be like, the Almighty Savior, our bald Savior's here. What do you want?
Why you gotta be bald? Why you gotta be bald?
What do you need?
Why you gotta be bald?
Almighty Dwayne.
Why you couldn't just say like Big Samoan Savior? Why you gotta be bald?
It's not because their Big Samoan Savior's already here, and they have 75 different heir apparents that they can choose from at any time. I don't think they're lacking in the Samoan Savior department. But there's one specific bald hero that comes from the mighty TKO board from Hollywood when his terrible animated movies fail after they take their live action adaptations. And he comes back to slap his arm and throw himself into your main event. I'm good, bro. I don't want to see it. I don't. And I know, again, if Show was here, he'd fight tooth and nail for his GOAT. But I'm good.
I think I've never seen a throwaway WrestleMania before as a whole, but it's Mania 43 as a whole is a throwaway Mania for the first time because it's the first one outside of North America, which isn't a bad case. If this was Australia, if this was England, if this was Italy, if it was France, we would absolutely
anywhere than we're just else in the world, period, where they reacted to things like they cared. Because that's another thing. Like, I'm already annoyed at the fact that I have to watch WrestleMania at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever it may be. My entire life, WrestleMania is Super Bowl Sunday. It's my Super Bowl. So I want to be able to get my food, get my drink, go out, do whatever the case. 2 o'clock, bro, it's going to be done by 4. And then, like, WWP at least feel like TV episodes. So it's like night 1, 2 hours. We'll be done by 6. Like,
that's another thing. But also, as I told y'all before, the proposed production budget is insane. So honestly, half of that is not even going to be wrestling. It's just going to be entrances and backstage stuff and adverts. Yeah.
Is Roman going to come out with an orchestra for the 37,000th time in the last 5 years? Just asking if we're going to do anything different.
Roman's going to do the old Usos
same thing for CM Punk. Like, if CM Punk walks me down his entire journey one more time, like, if I already don't know it, like, if I already didn't have to watch the video last year, then play the showcase on 2K, then rewatch the same damn video package essentially this year again with a different theme song on top of it, guys, I need something new. Say what I want about Cody Rhodes. The budget gets blown, but he makes his entrance worth it every damn year. The only year he kind of phoned it home against John Cena. I don't understand why we had the BMX guys just like that was ass.
It was Vegas. It was a Vegas thing. That's why.
Yeah, it was
they did Vegas shows. Yeah,
that's horrendous. Why. This past year, best entrance all weekend. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you ever saw this, but somebody made an AI video of one of the BMX bikers like flipping off the bike and hitting Cody in his shit. That shit was so hilarious.
That's bad. But
can you imagine if that happened at Mania 41? Like Cody's just standing there and boom, a bike comes out of nowhere. I'm like, well, Mania event's over.
We have content for the rest of our lives. But that leads me to a point. And the reason why I asked is because that I've been feeling this way But I feel like I kind of noticed it more on this run. And it's just more of the fact that wherever Roman goes or the world title goes, like their top draw, whether it be on both shows, they only book for that. And when they're not so much focused on that sole draw like Roman or the last few years Cody, everything else falls by the wayside. Raw was horrible for weeks a few months ago. Putrid. The last few weeks, SmackDown, we saw roster moves, we saw roster transitions, and SmackDown overall has been a lot better. Now, granted, we still deal with things like the Jade Cargill match and the Tiffany Stratton Last Legend match. Both of those segments and matches were just, oh boy. But the segments, Gunther, Aldis, the last few months, the Cody, Randy segment last week, Punk
You finna
and
give my girl some
Owens.
flowers. You finna give my girl some flowers. Chelsea Green was fucking killing it.
Yes,
She was fucking
and Chelsea Green has been great. But these are all SmackDown things. Then let's look over to Monday, and it's like, what the fuck going on here? Like, well, post SummerSlam, we haven't seen Danhausen too much. That's been a good thing. It's not Danhausen every segment. But again, like Raw just feels like a lifeless ass show every single week. I don't get it. Liv Morgan is still the women's champion. I couldn't tell you why.
That you took it out also to say the greatest women's world champion of all time.
I just want you to know that your audio cut right in the middle of that, and that was like the best thing ever. It was like 2 seconds, but it was in the middle of the pitch, and God bless that. That was amazing. Because one match from April to just a few weeks ago at SummerSlam, and y'all want to say why? I want to question why I call her Mid Morgan.
It's the booty shorts, bro. It's
bro,
the booty shorts.
I don't care,
That's what it
bro.
is.
I don't care.
It's the booty shorts. It is. It's okay. We need to come to a conclusion on this. Just accept it.
So why can't we put the title on Stephanie Vaquer if we're gonna do that? All right. So that's my point. In every which way department, she's beat. Somebody else is doing it better. So what's my point? Why is she still the women's champion? It's just bro.
They had a plan. We reported this a long time ago. They had a plan to make her very intricate.
They don't got no damn plans. The plans fucking suck. My fault. Piss me off, man. They have a plan. They don't have no fucking plan. Their plan is to do the same dumb shit every goddamn week. And then half of y'all gonna love it. And then defend it. And when you call them out on it, it's like, but what do you expect them to do? They've been doing this for 50 years.
I don't know. Make a TV show I actually want to tune into.
Make the women's champion actually defend the title.
But here's the thing, though. The thing that's funny, and you made a point of this is all SmackDown shit that's really hitting all cylinders. It's technically Solo is a SmackDown star, and this thing's been coming up with a ride making it work. Like it is still a SmackDown thing technically. So I didn't even think about that until now.
SmackDown is molly-whopping Raw. And it's, again, just not close. And it's because all their attention is on Roman Reigns. It's on the bloodline. It's on reheating these nachos. I don't.
Reheating. Wow.
Come on, genuinely explain to me from here to WrestleMania and the whole reemergence of the bloodline. What's been good? Jacob has been absolutely cucked, domesticated.
That guy's balls off.
He's just an aggressive ass henchman. And he was on the brink of superstardom.
What's your punk ass lit? Sorry.
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Jey Uso can't get out his own way. I'm sorry. I think Jey Uso's own shadow hates Jey Uso at this point.
I think he's too behind Damn, almost. Never mind. I don't want to get canceled. I'm gonna shut up.
Nah,
Almost
go
said
for
so.
it. This is what we're here for. We don't shy away from the
I
from the
think his
other.
head is so far up the massive ass of Jada Parker. He needs to fucking just get his shit together and get back to what he needs to do.
Bro, now
He's
we're gonna get randomly sub on the gram one day with a black screen and just gonna type words at us now. Just because you said that. Because you know how he gets about that. But then again, I also think you guys are way too concerned in people's personal life. I could care less on who's
I do.
fucking.
I do. I really fucking do. And I will sit there and say that. Like y'all bugging out on it. But also like at this point, my niggas, just as a joke, get your shit together and like get back to what made you the Heat man, please, at this point. But also he can't
So it was just being a
because
mid
now
Carter.
he's in a mid Carter that became world champion.
That's what made us hate him. You took it too far. It
I
was
don't
good
think they
in
took
its
it far
spot.
enough.
You don't think they took it far enough?
No.
Oh, my fault. He
I
just couldn't,
think though
or his
the
ass just
writing
couldn't
for
carry
it.
the weight of holding it. Then
No, the writing of it. First off, that world title reign was doomed from the fucking start when they made him tap out Gunther. That made no fucking sense. Here's what they should have did. And this is what is so fucking funny when they talk about the Young Bucks. Super kick, splash, splash, and then also like a spear or something. And that should have been the way they ended the title reign of Gunther. Not a fucking tapping out to Jey Uso, who's never tapped anybody out in his fucking life. That makes no sense. I don't know what who the fuck thought of that. Bruce, if it's you, fuck you. Paul, if it's you, fuck you. If it's you, Abyss, I love you, Chris, but fuck you. No, nigga, no. Whoever thought that shit was horrible. Jey Uso, who's never gotten a submission victory in the history of his fucking character all the way back to 2010. Tapping out one of the best submission specialists in wrestling in the starting match of WrestleMania. Yeah, he was cooked from the moment the bell rang. If I would have had the pin, he'd be fine. He would have had to keep fucking running on the treadmill to get his stamina together.
bro,
Coming from a fat nigga, that's funny. But yeah,
I'm gonna keep it a bean. It doesn't have anything to do with the win. Like we move on from that. We mention it from time to time, but we move on from that. Bro, it's the fact of the matter is your matches are fucking horrible. Your promo delivery is ass. You are your entrance. You gas out for 15 minutes because you're waving your hands up and down. You have shit stamina. Then you run it back, do it for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then your matches are clearly affected by it. We're not going to play this game, bro. We're not going to play this, oh, you guys just hate on Jey Uso shit. Bro, that title match with Punk was fucking horrible. What good matches did he actually have?
Breaker, Uso. That was a good ass match. What are you talking about?
I don't know what we're constituting as good matches or just acceptable. Like there's nothing about that match that's remotely memorable.
I remember the whole fucking match.
Okay, then
like I'm not bugging. I'm
gonna play devil's advocate then, and how many people in the chat can tell us how many people actually remember that match? Because what we do remember is Jey Uso more or less killing himself weekly on suicide dives, botching simple neck breakers, and God knows. That's like, and like I said, the chat's talking now. We got Underclass Hero talking. It's not the win. It's just the entering is super repetitive, and there's nothing other than charisma, and he's not even that great, and it's also just repetitive. It's the rinse and repeat, and again, it's not even good rinse and repeat. Because you mentioned the Young Bucks. Yes, the Young Bucks super kick this, down the third, but a Young Bucks match is still going to get you out of your seat, out of the pure athleticism of what the Bucks do. You can love to hate it, but you can't hate it because it's whack. You could say it's not pro wrestling. It's not what we blah blah blah. All those other tropes. But like when I'm watching a dude like flip over and botch over himself, stumble over his words, it's just corny and everything feels forced. This is your water shot. bang, which just came week to week, by the way. It was printed on a t-shirt and then just started running it out of the blue sky. Like, everything just feels forced.
Pew,
Like they want us to love you
pew,
again.
pew, pew,
So that's what I mean. With
pew,
Jey Uso,
pew.
it's not even like, oh, he had a bad title run because of booking. He had a bad title run because his matches were bad. He was lit. He was an entrance. After the bell rings, what are we doing?
So let me take the role of devil's advocate from you.
Okay.
Because this is where we go get into Rhea now. That last title reign, which barely started to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
outside of Elimination Chamber, which is more of an amalgamation of everybody in the match compared to just Rhea herself with somebody else. What the fuck was Rhea doing to constitute her winning the title at Mania?
The same
And then
amount.
after that,
The same amount
and
that
then after.
the same exact thing Cody did to constitute his other 2 title reigns. Absolutely nothing. They just sold tickets.
That's a real nigga statement. And I appreciate you on that.
Yeah,
That's a real nigga statement. Thank you.
I'm not gonna sit here and also bullshit you. I'll tell you the truth.
So then let me say this, because about the Rhea Ripley situation, they dragged that shit out for mad long.
Bro.
So long. I don't give a fuck how many adverts she has, how many sponsorships she bring. Bro, there's no fucking way. To the point where y'all pulled the UFC
Oh
and
God,
an interim
bro.
title was introduced.
And then what killed me was like they tried to like the interim, and I'm like, bro, like what are we doing here? Like Chelsea's the champion. Let's just move on. Rhea's clearly out. Like people get hurt. It is what it is. It's so weird how they'll add an interim title to Chelsea Green's run, but for some people they'll just let them hold the title without defending it. Like it's such a pick and choose kind of thing with what they do with their. It's just it's at a nauseum. Because if you're at a certain stature, you don't really have to worry about anything.
It's because if you're a world champ, somehow, some way, I'm gonna expose some shit right now because not many people have talked about this. And
Listen up, boys. Listen up.
To be a world champion in WWE now, you have to have marketability 100%. More than likely, you see this somehow, some way. Every world champ of the past 3 years, whether they're brand new or whether they're just a champ running the title back again, they all have a sponsorship somehow, some way. Drew has one. You just don't see it as much. Rhea has plenty. You see a lot of them. Liv has plenty. You see a lot of it. They have things outside that cross them over to the mainstream. The thing about them still having to want to put this interim title on Chelsea's reign, she doesn't have that. She doesn't. It was supposed to be a band-aid, and then Rhea said, bro, my knee is fucked. Send me the surgery. And bada bing, bada boom, now they're stuck. And then it was extra karma on top of that when he took a crazy-ass bump for no reason and fucked all this up. So now it's like, I can tell you right now, if you want to be the WWE or WWE World Heavyweight Champion, there's a conversation had between Nick Khan, I almost said Tony Khan, between Nick Khan, Ari Emanuel, and Paul Levesque. That title change is constituted and thought about for months before it is ever executed on screen. I just want to be the absolute kicker of that. Y'all should know that. Roman winning the title was talked about back in December, my nigga. That's how far back it was. That title reign was locked in soon as he won the Royal Rumble. That's how far back they do it with the titles now. It's not like back in the day where Vince would take the title, put it on somebody for a week, and then put it on somebody else the next week. It's not like that anymore. So now it's a lot of Is he a draw? Is he mainstream? Is there crossover marketability? All of that is a question of if you can become a WWE champion or not. And honestly, the one that really blew my motherfucking mind was Sammy. Sammy winning the title was crazy.
Out of the blue,
Because he has
blue
none of that.
skies. Blue is the
He
blue
has
skies.
none of that. None of that.
And I was gonna mention
And
that
that's
when you
why
were
they took it
saying
off
that.
him.
I was gonna be like,
And that,
Sammy?
and they took it off him immediately. You see why? I'm not saying he fucking tanked the product in 9 days. He did it. He did it. But you see, he ain't had a motherfucker for long.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they didn't want. He was a transitional champion, and they gave him that honor because of everything he's done for the company for the past like 15 years. So, which is cool. I get that. But now it's like, okay, we put that on him. Let's take it off because they wanted to get to Cody versus Punk. We see that now. So now, when you talk about Chelsea, I mean, if she keeps this up, cool. But she constantly has somebody on the creative team asking if they can get the title off of her. This has been an every week thing. And they're like, we can't get to where we want to get to with her as a champ. Man, shut the fuck up. She's doing fine. She had promo of the fucking night a couple weeks ago with Gunther.
The bell hasn't rung yet, bro.
Like,
Flat
it
out, the
technically
bell
has.
has.
She got her shit rocked.
That's what I'm saying.
She
Like,
got her shit rocked.
I'm just gonna be the guy that doesn't want to say what a lot of y'all are thinking is the truth. Is just some of us don't know how we're gonna get to point B with her as the champion, because the truth be told is there's also something that's really big, and we've talked about it before, is believability. And I have yet to see believability on the unfortunate situation of the moment the bell rings, you break your orbital bone, really does spike the whole like, yeah, for me, I'm not really buying this. I know some people love it, and if you love it, I'm not saying it's bad. She's doing great work. For me, it's not a title reign that I'm necessarily buying into. I'm just like, all right, I'll wait for it to end. I don't think she's also doing bad work either. That's also
is believable.
No, but she's like already a multi-time women's world champion, so she's proven to have been able to get it done. As much as I don't like Liv, that's a really bad comparison to someone that just won their first world title. And other than that, outside her not counting her matches that happened outside of WWE, never really necessarily had a match that sold me on you can hang.
I think the first defense will do that, and they'll take it off her.
The one against Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Everyone's first defense?
Yeah.
How is that respectful?
I think they take it off of her.
You think they take it off of her?
Yes. I think the match will be good. Because first off, because here's what's going to happen. I think they're going to take it off and put it on Nia. That's what's going to happen. We both know that, sadly. What you said, we're going to circles. I'm going to get to my point, I promise you. I say this, that match is going to be good because the crowd is going to be behind her. She's going to have the champion's position of defense. In the psychology of wrestling, she's defending the title now. So she's trying to prove that she's there. It could be a great story built off of that just alone. And then she has this brick wall that's named Nia Jax in front of her. It could be a good match. Because I never thought fucking Tiffany and Nia could have a good match. And they had a killer match in Saudi. So I think it'll be a good match. I think that'll finally prove she can actually hang. But that'll be the match where they'd be like, all right, we're going to put the title on Nia. And then that's it.
Why is everyone's first defense Nia Jax? What is she? Okay, yes, she's the gatekeeper of the women's division at this point. But what the fuck, bro? Like, for the sake of just continuity and being different, like, yo, I'm not saying she can't, because I understand that she is the residential big woman of the division, and it's always great to have someone, David Goliath, bigger they are, harder they fall kind of thing. I respect that. But man, bro, it's like everyone's first, like Tiffany, Chelsea, we've seen it with Rhea, like, brother, I need this Lash Legend shit to keep going if we're gonna go with having a bigger frame woman, you know what I mean, play that role. Because
Uh,
I'm over this Nia Jax
you,
shit.
you also who else though?
That's what I said.
Who else would
We
you
gotta
have?
get this Last Legend shit going. That's why I said there's nothing else, but we gotta build something else. Cause it's hard. Like title reigns don't start till after this feud ends for me. And it was like that with the last few. It's like, all right, we'll get through this, and then we're really on and popping because every feud is the same. Like they don't.
Honestly, I would have put her against JC Jane and let it rock. Because
Put it,
JC's fucking killing it right now, and I'm not a big JC Jane fan, but
neither am I.
somebody made a post, and that shit blew my mind. In the span of 12 months, this bitch won the NXT title twice. I think no, she was the NXT champion. She won the TNA title, North American title, and was a tag team champion all within the span, and then also the US title, all within the span of like a year or two. I was like, God damn, yo, Shorty is really fucking bugging out. In terms of kayfabe, I'm not saying
Yeah,
she's a
yeah, yeah.
needle mover, but in
And
terms of kayfabe,
and I saw the
this bitch is
TNA.
always trying to go.
I saw the TNA title match. It was actually a really good match. The match with Masa Slamovich
Yeah,
was good. So and it's also like she can't. It's not that she can't bowl either, because he's also not like terrible. It's just I don't know. It's just the thing about Fatal Influence is I never really got with the total repackage when Toxic Attraction fell apart and all that kind of thing. So they kind of repackaged this group and started over. I never really got into them from here on out. So it was just kind of like, all right. And I watch her work. It's good. It's solid. Doesn't move me. You know what I mean? There's like people like Kendall Gray in developmental that's just like absolutely knock my socks off when I watch her work. But I
mm,
got to give her flowers. JC Balls. You know what I mean? And she delivers. And that's
yes.
at the end of the day,
Her,
what's important is being able to deliver when your number's called.
and her fucking finishers, I love that shit. She knocks bitches in the next week with that finisher.
Theme song is
It's
tough
great.
too. They got a good. Everything about them is pretty solid across the board. But there is something I want to ask you
Uh,
because we're almost at the hour point.
yeah, yeah.
We talked about SmackDown. We talked about the Bloodline. We went through a lot of major points. But there's one thing we haven't touched on the specific topic of SmackDown, and that was that main event this past Friday. We
Them
did
niggas
it.
hate each other. I don't even know what y'all say.
You know,
Niggas do not like each other, bro.
it's been pointed out a couple of times, man. But Liam pointed it out to me. He was the first person to point it out to me. Then I really saw it, and he asked me, and he's like, "Bro, are they just doing the Punk Kingston feud with Owens?" And I'm like, I see a lot of similarities in that. And I've also learned
Ain't
that
that about
Punk,
a bitch?
yeah, and we also learned that Punk might just be a little fat phobic. Yo, he ain't a fat motherfucker. Punk hate us. Punk will have a field day on us. Boy, that first promo, that first face off, to me, this entire feud was perfect. It wasn't elongated. It didn't last 6 months. It got personal quick. It got to the point. They banged it out and had a fucking one of the best, probably the best SmackDown match of the year.
Yeah.
AEW takes TV match of the year every damn year. It's hard to beat them, but in terms of the
No.
Fed,
You're not touching Speedball Fletcher this year. You're just not touching that.
yeah, no, at all. And
No,
that
you're not.
and that's my thing. Like for their WWE, man, that was the best SmackDown match of the year. They told the story. And yeah, granted, a lot of us knew Punk wasn't going to lose, but I did like the fact there was mystery in the air for the first time in a while. They sold the building out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the building was hot.
Agreed.
And that's the thing. Like, you don't see a hot building too often. So that was another thing that just added to the big fight feel. And I want to say this one last thing. Everyone goes,
Mm-hmm.
Punk feuds are boring. Everyone says the same thing. But I'm not going to lie, man. Everyone hating CM Punk always makes the match that much better, because that little shove fest right before the bell rang, it just got me to like that next level of just like, let's fucking go, man. Like, let's just kill each other, bro. Like, yo, that feels great.
The only thing about that feud that is stuck in my mind It's fucking endometriosis. What the fuck did he mean by that, bro? What the
I
fuck did he mean by that?
I still don't know. That's the one thing I'm still questioning. Like,
I got stuck with endometriosis here. I said, what the fuck? And then the nigga had women coming at him, and that's one of his main demographics. He had women coming at him like crazy work.
Punk is gonna be Punk, but that's why I love him.
Yeah, there's a difference between calling your board member a ball fraud and calling somebody endometriosis. That's a big ass difference. Can't
Him.
touch on that. You can't do that, Punk. But I will say that feud was definitely to the point. It was a great little okay. We're gonna do this after SummerSlam. Let's get into it. Would I have loved the PLE match? Probably not, because what they did was great. I don't think Kevin was a transitional feud. I think it was just a feud that we wanted to get on the books. That way, obviously, we could make some money off of it. Plus, I think the reason why they did it is because that Toronto SmackDown wasn't selling as much. So that's good on them. Once that match was added, I'm pretty sure they sold out within the next week. So that was fine. So business wise, it made sense. They could just pull it out. It wasn't a match that was done before ever. Was it ever done in the Indies?
No, this is their first time ever. This is the first time they locked
So
up.
this is like ever. Pretty good chemistry for somebody that's just doing it for the first time ever.
And it just goes to show how good both men are. They could lock up, and it's like they've been locking up for the last 15 years.
Yeah. And so with all of that, I would be like schmitten to say, I bet, cool, we get that out of the way. What's next? Kind of want more of it, but also I don't, because the reason why I want more of it, I honestly want Kevin to win and become a true WWE champion at one point. But that's just what I want.
Mm.
And I don't think they're going to do that right now. So what we got for now is cool. If they want to rerun it back later, they can. That's up to them. The one thing I just want to know is now, what is the next point for Punk? Like, who's the next challenger? Because obviously now they're running back Kevin versus Sammy for the millionth fucking time. Was Jesus fucking Christ, that shit made me goddamn.
And that's my thing. Like, how, and I've been thinking about this and harping on this for the last few days now. And it's just like, we're in the middle of something very special. Rarely ever do you see multiple people vocally gutting for the world title. It's a very pecking order, one by one, month by month, feud by feud. This is something special where Finn has a case, Gunther has a case, Sammy has a case, Kevin has a case. And I felt like it was so entertaining to say, like, okay, well, Punk's age, he doesn't necessarily need to work a one-on-one every month, but adding Sammy to the equation next PLE, then we got a triple threat. Something happens there, Punk retains. Then Finn Balor comes back into the mix. And somehow, some way, I'm not going to harp between the months, but we can end up in a place where we can have some kind of like elimination chamber by the end of it, where Punk has somehow survived everyone, but now he has to survive all of them at one night. Just something that correlates and ties all these small little backstage segments and minor things together, like Gunther telling Finn, or Gunther telling Punk about Finn, don't worry about him, his best days are behind him. Or not seriously. Gunther telling Punk that about Finn, excuse me, to be exact. Telling him his best days are behind him. Sammy and what he did with the title and how he feels. Kevin just got screwed by Sammy. There's just so many different people that feel like they have a gripe to the world title that I feel like we have a special opportunity to just keep adding madness to the fray every single month until we just ultimately get to a collision point where it's just...
You want to know what I would do to throw a huge fucking wrench into it? Because you brought up the Elimination Chamber, and obviously there's 4 contenders technically: Gunther, Sammy, KO, Finn,
Cody, Randy.
I think they should. I think they should stick into their feud for a while.
Okay.
Keep them away from the title for now. They just main evented WrestleMania for the title. Just leave the title out of that. make it personal. I think Randy works better in this position when the title is not involved because he could just look like a dick, which he is, and he's better as just a straight up heel.
Mm.
But now it's I throw Aldis in the situation and have him be the last person at Elimination Chamber. That'll be pretty fucking.
See,
dope.
that's cool. That's different. Like, I just want to see things that make me go, oh, like night 2 of SummerSlam was night and day different from
Yes.
night 1. And that's just off the opening match. The opening match made me feel that, whoa, like I like the dip of the roller coaster going up and down, like, and that's what SmackDown's starting to have. Because again, that finish Friday with having Sammy screw Kevin, however way it went, was still great because the crowd was still in a place where they were like, fuck, those are our boys. So it's not subjectively like, oh, we all hate you. Maybe now Sammy, but in general, it left them in a place of confusion because your emotions are so all over the place. It's like, oh, Kevin lost. Oh, but Sammy. Well, everyone hates that guy.
No. Well, I know who they do hate. Jesus fucking Christ. First off, because I'm gonna say this, and then this probably gonna be my last point I want to get off. My nigga, why the fuck is that bald ass motherfucker Baron Corbin walking around with that tricked out ass US championship, bro? He's taking promo pictures with it.
And
the promo picture for him and Yachty at Saturday Night's Main Event is him with the title.
I gotta say, it's like Baron Corbin is the most auraless wrestler with so much aura. Like, he's good heel. He is a good heel. I'm not gonna shit on him. Whatever in the ring. Always has a good theme song. Almost always has a good theme. Always has a good entrance. Somehow always changes his look to match. Like, he kind of has it all. But you couldn't be more auralist. Like, I don't care about you. You come on the screen and, like, I know it's my job to hate you, but it is go home heat every single time. And you don't even have the shit that's whack. You're not even that bad. It's just something about Baron Corbin is just so fucking mid. I just look at him just like, I'm good. The bell rings. I'll wait for the deep six, pop for the deep six, and then wait for the finish. Other than that, what's a Baron Corbin match?
They got this nigga facing Lil Yachty.
Now that I like.
This is where I find it. I'm gonna call WWE out a little bit. Y'all wait till the Atlanta show to put a black person on the fucking poster? Really, my nigga? Y'all wait till the Atlanta show to fuck around and market an event around a black person?
Oba wasn't on the poster?
For what?
Sunday Night's Main Event?
No.
You sure?
It's Trick and Yachty.
The whole poster.
The whole poster.
That's crazy.
Oba hasn't even been on a poster yet.
That's insane. I don't keep track of posters, so that's insane. That's why.
But y'all wait till now to market it around a black person? Why in Atlanta? Huh? Why in Atlanta? Speak up, Paul. I'm talking to you, nigga.
Gotta hit those demo numbers, man. Gotta hit those
numbers. Yeah. Why Atlanta, my nigga? Please, ball nigga to ball nigga. Let's put the foreheads together. What's up? Wow.
Motherfucker to ball, motherfucker. Oh, nah. This motherfucker went crazy.
Oh, you being cautious now because of the Jey Uso situation? You don't want to see it?
I gotta be cautious around this entire situation right about now because you gotta say some really murky waters. So I'm gonna just PR us out of this situation. But
go ahead.
By doing that,
be the good guy.
I'm gonna say I like this situation because it extends the story a few more weeks. Yachty doesn't have to lose; he just has to survive. The optic of him winning is great for we want a viral moment at every single thing, even live events now, because that's their new thing. Looking for the next viral moment. So, of course, he's going to hit some airways. He's going to get a win. Corbin will not actually probably take a pinfall loss, so you protect him. To me, it's one of the safer options. It's a way to get people talking. Fair play to them. I actually thought that was actually great. Great on their half. And I don't say that too often. You know what I mean? It hits all the boxes that they want. It doesn't sacrifice too much. You know what I mean? It's not like anyone's getting buried over this shit. You know what I mean? To me, this is how you do celebrity involvement properly. You don't absorb 25 minutes of a segment for two guys having an aura off holding their titles. And mind you, one of them was the guy that told Punk and Cody, you might as well just whip it out and measure it. I should have just told you and Brunson the same shit. Yeah. During the War Games build. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, Pepitron remembers, brother. I'm there. You know what I mean? I should have just told Brunson and him the same thing. That's how you do celebrity involvement properly. Nonetheless. So I think that's actually been one of the bright spots of the entire celebrity thing is Yachty's usage has been phenomenal. It's been paced. It's not overbearing. The dude is funny. Like, the kid is dead ass funny. So he works. You know what I mean?
Yachty's my friend. We talked in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
He was walking up the aisleway. He gave me $1. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Backlash, you did see my bald headed ass on the TV pretty much all the time.
Dad, you did.
Oh, you did. I was in a gray shirt. You couldn't miss me.
Same gray shirt you're wearing now?
No, it was like a long sleeve.
All right,
Poindexter preacher type shit. You know what, Pops?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Anyways. I love Yachty. I think celebrity involvement has been okay recently. I think mostly the celebrity involvement spots have been taken up by Danhausen now, which is that if you know the product, you know how it's structured. You know what I mean by that. But now it's like with the Brunson situation. Funny thing about that, I love how they put it out there, and niggas thought Jalen Brunson was facing Roman.
Yo, because that's how it looked. That's how it looked.
I said, ain't no motherfucking way they doing that. And because I scrolled and I saw it. I didn't even look at it, and it made me scroll back. I said,
I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker Jalen Brunson was probably the only motherfucker who could have pinned Roman Reigns that night in the Garden.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point, yeah. But no, the celebrity involvement with Yachty has been pretty nice. He is a WWE superstar at this point. I hope y'all niggas, you can be mad all you want. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Like, he is part of the internal roster now, essentially. Like, he is. He's not going anywhere. He signed a deal with them. He's probably going to be there till Mania. I don't know if he's going to be there after. I don't know. But he is there for the foreseeable future, as somebody already reported. So that's good on him. That's a childhood dream of his. He's part of the TV every week. He's doing a good job. I will say him and his celebrity involvement is a benchmark of good celebrity involvement. So let's keep that up. Let's not fuck around and pull a Hugh Jackman out of nowhere anytime soon, please. Thank God. But other than that, I say him surviving is a pretty good ploy. Yes, it's fine. I just hope that they can actually deliver, because I don't want to hear in the comment section of ours, this match was fucking ass. A point that this could have gone to somebody else on the... I don't want to hear that shit. Just please do it good enough till they can shut the fuck up. Please. Just shut them the fuck up. That's all.
You will never, ever get the IWC to shut the fuck up. You're asking for a lot right now. But on that note, I'm going to actually hold it off for next week.
I was going to say, well, we can shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for coming out for our first episode of season 2. We are back for good now. But it was a pleasure to have you guys. Ace, any final words?
I will say this as my final word. Do I want to say it, or do I just want to make a report on it? Soft. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you back here on our very new time, Sunday nights, 9 p.m. See you guys soon. See you guys next week. Peace.